Welcome to BSc Statistics students. I have explained in one particular class confidence intervals, the 95% confidence intervals and the 99% confidence intervals. So, in which many of the students are asking the doubt of how you are getting the values, critical values. So, hence my discussion today, the critical values for two-tailed test. I explain how you get 1.96. How did you get 2.58? These are the values, critical values, which are called tabulated values or critical values or significant values. Now I explain the values. You see here, the first one I consider critical value for 5% level of significance. You see, I put a heading clearly, critical values for two-tailed test. So these are the values are going to be used in the large sample test of the standard normal distribution, which refers to standard normal distribution, values obtained from the normal distribution, that is standard normal distribution, for at respective level of significance, that is 5% or 1% level of significance or any percent of level of significance. We can calculate this. We can calculate these values. So now I concentrate critical value for 5% level of significance. So now I specify what is level of significance, that is alpha first of all, 5%, which means alpha is going to be considered as 0.05 in terms of probability. 5%, 5 by 100, 0.05. It is going to be explained while in consideration of we have to calculate Z alpha. That is, now I draw a particular figure. So if I draw a figure, this is the figure we can draw, and what would be the value it is going to be considered. This is the normal distribution probability curve. Normal distribution probability curve. For example, you consider this is the highest point. Okay, this is x is equal to mu and z is equal to 0. For example, you consider z is minus infinity, z is equal to infinity, like this. Now, I am considering two particular values, z alpha. Left hand side it is minus z alpha and right hand side plus z alpha, which are called z alpha is nothing but critical value. Z alpha is nothing but a critical value. Okay, right? So, if you want to calculate this, the formula explain probability of minus z alpha less than z alpha is equivalent to be 1 minus alpha. This is what the formula. This is what the formula in which the confidence coefficient, formula of the confidence coefficient, in which the probable limits, which means confidence intervals of z, confidence interval for z, which is going to be lie in between minus z alpha to plus z alpha. It is 1 minus alpha. Basic on for how it is obtained. This is obtained through probability of modulus of z. It is greater than z alpha is equivalent to be alpha. By the definition of alpha. What is the definition of alpha? Probability of rejecting H0 when H0 is true. That is alpha. It is a risk of reducer. I hope you understand. It is a risk of reducer. When we reject the H0 null hypothesis, modulus of Z is greater than Z alpha. If modulus of Z is greater than Z alpha, that is calculated value is, this is calculated value. It is greater than the tabulated value. That is tabulated value means significant value, critical value. So now the question is this. Now the topic is this, Z alpha. Probability of modulus of Z greater than Z alpha is equal to alpha. Alpha is probability of type 1 error. What is type 1 error? Rejecting H0 when H0 is true. That is this. When we reject H0, if calculated value is greater than tabulated value, that is probability of modulus of Z is greater than Z alpha is equal to alpha. That is to be kept in your mind. This is the basis for entire this calculation, entire this formula, this figure, etc. all. Now you see further, if you extend this, probability of modulus of z greater than z alpha is equal to alpha. This is called probability of, I explain again, probability of rejecting H naught when H naught is false, H naught is true. Rejecting H naught when H naught is true, it is nothing but alpha. That is, when we reject H naught, if modulus of z is greater than z alpha, this is calculated value, this is tabulated value. Therefore, probability of modulus of z is greater than z alpha is equal to alpha. So, which means modulus of z greater than z alpha, which means if you subtract from 1 minus, then probability of modulus of z less than or equal to z alpha is equivalent to be 1 minus alpha. We have subtracted 1 minus on both sides. 1 minus probability of z greater than z alpha is nothing but probability of z less than or equal to z alpha is equal to 1 minus alpha. This is nothing but this. Modulus of z less than or equal to z alpha, which means probability of minus z alpha less than z alpha is equal to 1 minus alpha, right here. That is, probability of minus z alpha is less than z alpha is equivalent to be 1 minus alpha. That is the reason why I have considered minus z alpha plus z alpha. So it is 1 minus alpha. What is this? This is fortunately this is confidence coefficient. That is what our 95%. If alpha is 5%, then this is 95% confidence limits are going to be obtained through this. 95% is nothing but confidence coefficient. That is 95% confidently we can say that this z is lies in between these two intervals. That is minus z alpha plus z alpha. This is nothing but confidence interval, minus z alpha to plus z alpha. The value is going to be lies. Okay, that of course it is further required to calculate interval. I'm sorry, you have to understand clearly. It is a base to calculate confidence interval. This formula is base to calculate confidence interval. This is not final answer. This formula is base to calculate confidence interval. Okay. And now come back. If alpha is equal to 5%, if alpha is equal to 5%, that is alpha is equal to 0.05, then this is I am writing here probability of minus z alpha, it is required to calculate less than z less than plus z alpha, it is required to calculate. Okay, I write here the values minus z alpha less than z less than z alpha is equal to 0.95, because if you consider at 5% level, that is at 5% level of significance, this is going to be considered. Now you have to calculate this z alpha. This is the question. Now the topic is critical value, that is z alpha. Critical value is nothing but z alpha. Z is a calculated value. Z alpha is a critical value. So how to calculate here? This is you see here minus z alpha to plus z alpha. The area is, this area is 1 minus alpha. So then these two areas are alpha. If you include these two, minus z alpha to plus z alpha, this entire area is nothing but minus z alpha to plus z alpha. It is 0.95. That is 1 minus alpha. It is 1 minus alpha. 0.95. I write here 0.95. This is what the area from here to here. That is minus z alpha to plus z alpha. Then what about remaining these two? This is alpha by 2. This is alpha by 2, because total is alpha. Remaining two part, these two particular areas are nothing but that is less than minus z alpha, greater than z alpha. It is alpha by 2, alpha by 2. Why? Because the total is alpha. Because normal distribution is a symmetrical distribution. Minus z alpha to 0, the same area as 0 to z alpha. And minus infinity to minus z alpha, this area, and z alpha to infinity, this area, both are equal. Right? So therefore, alpha by 2. What is alpha here? If you consider 5% level of significance, then alpha is nothing but 0.05. Alpha by 2 is, this is 0.025. I can write here 0.025. This is 0.025. Why we are calculating this? Because From this equation, Z alpha cannot be calculated from the standard normal distribution. Remember, normal distribution can only produce a value from, that is probability from minus infinity to, that is minus infinity to a positive value of Z. So minus in Z alpha to plus Z alpha, if you have 0.95 area, that is 0.95 probability, that we cannot calculate from the standard normal distribution tables. That is Z alpha cannot be calculated. So therefore, that is the reason why we have to calculate, we have to consider one more equation from this. That is, if you add these two, that is, you see here, this is 0.25, this is 0.95, up to here. What I am calculating, what I consider this entire area. Now you tell me what is the area. This is 0.95 plus 0.025. This is nothing but 0.975. 5 plus 2, 975. This is 975. I write. I particularly mark it from the figure. We can calculate 0. That is, we can identify this area is 0.975. So from minus infinity to Z alpha, I am writing here the equation. Whatever I represent this arrow mark, okay, this area I am representing here, probability of minus infinity less than Z alpha is equivalent to be 0.975. 0.975. So from this, the standard normal tables, we get the Z alpha respectively at against to the 0.975. This is the area. If you see the area, we can calculate Z alpha. From this, probability only can be obtained from the standard normal distribution. That is my argument. Hope you understand. This is the area only calculated from minus infinity to, this is minus infinity to Z alpha only can be calculated from the standard normal distribution. Now I show the tables, so that you can easily understand. Now I show the tables. This is, you see here, this is the tables of the normal distribution. You see here, you observe clearly, I explain. You see areas of standard normal distribution. The formula is psi of Z is equal to 1 by root 2 pi integral minus infinity to not infinity Z, infinity to Z e power minus Z square by 2 dz. Okay, integral, this is what the area. Hope you understand. Minus infinity to Z, that is what required. You see here, minus infinity to Z, this entire area it is required to calculate. This is what I have. I am drawing the total area that is required to calculate. It is going to be observed from the standard normal distribution. Hope you understand. What is that? 0.975. So the probability is 0.975. You have to calculate value of Z. First of all, I tell you how the table is going to be understand. These are the values of Z, different values of Z. 1 point, for example, 1.15. Then what you have to see, 1.1 and 5. This is 0.05. So 1.1 and 0.05, and it is nothing but 1.15. Like this value is going to be calculated. Now it is not the way to calculate. Now probability is given. That is, these are the areas, which means probabilities, which mean the values of integral, probability, area, which are all same, in the sense that now according to the area, that is 0.975, you have to calculate respect to Z value. That is this Z value you have to calculate. Z value calculate cheyali. Deniki corresponding ga probability corresponding to the probability. Probability anta 0.975. So 0.975 indulo chudandi. So observe the value here, probability here 0.975. If you observe here, it is at the end. You see here, this is 0.975. Are you able to see the value? This is 0.975. Now corresponding, what is the value? Z, what is the value of Z? 1.9 and it is 6, 0.06. So therefore, Z alpha value is 1.96 corresponding to 0.975 probability. Z alpha value is 1.96. Clearly, have you understand clearly? So therefore, corresponding to that, I hope you understand. And I'm writing the value of Z alpha 1.96. That is the reason why 1.96. That is the reason why we are writing that is this equation. I am again writing this equation. Now at the end, probability of minus 1.96 less than Z less than 1.96 is equal to 0.95. Now have you understand now? This is what the 95% confidence limits, that is the significant value for 95% confidence coefficient 0.995. 95% confidence intervals to calculate 95% confidence intervals. This is the base. Probability of minus 1.96 less than Z less than 1.96 is equal to 0.95. This 1.96 critical value is obtained in this fashion, in this way. Similarly, just now I explained critical value for 1% level of significance. Critical value for 1% level of significance. I draw a figure roughly and so that I explain directly. Hope you understand. This is what the way you can calculate the critical value, and from that you have to calculate remaining problem of the interval estimation, that is confidence intervals. The minus Z alpha and plus Z alpha and alpha is equal to, because critical value for 1% level of significance. So alpha is equal to 1%, that is 0.01. Okay, hence it is this is alpha by 2, for which it is 0.005, since 0.01 is alpha. So and this is alpha by 2, hence this is alpha by 2 and this is alpha by 2, therefore it is 0.005. This is also 0.005. This is also 0.005. Now which value you will get from the tables? Now I write the equation. Probability of minus Z alpha less than Z less than Z alpha is equivalent to be 1 minus alpha. This is basic equation, and I explained remaining all, so therefore I am going directly. Probability of minus Z alpha is less than Z is less than Z alpha, that is for 1% level of significance. And this is nothing but now 1 minus alpha is 0.99, that is 99%. If you remember, I have calculated 95% confidence limits, right? So for which it is the base, right? So now I am calculating critical value for two-tailed test, that is at 1% level of significance. That is also you can observe. Both the things you can observe here. So probability of minus Z alpha less than Z alpha is equal to 0.95. But this value from 0.99 we cannot calculate Z alpha from the directly normal distribution, because normal distribution are calculated, the values are calculated only from minus infinity to some positive value of Z, that is Z alpha only. So if this is 0.0, these two are alpha by 2, then this is alpha 0.01, then this is 0.99. This is 0.99, the area, plus this 0.99, that is here to here it is 0.99. This plus this particular area, because normal distribution tables are constructed only from minus infinity to plus Z, that is plus Z alpha. So 0.99 plus 0.005, that is here to here, the area, that is shaded area, is nothing but 0.995. This is the area. From by using this area, that is I write the equation. Now hope you understand. This is what 0.995 area. This entire area is now it is 0.995. Do you understand? Right? So therefore I am writing from the table, from the figure,
probability of minus infinity less than z alpha. Now I have converted as 0.995.
Now again I see the table and I explain how you get the value 0. That is z alpha value from the probability 0.995. This is, you see, I showed you table of normal distribution. This is areas of the normal distribution tables. Okay, I have already explained that. Now I have to find 0.995 where the probability 0.995. ఇక్కడ 0.995 probability ఎక్కడుందో చూడాలి. Now see the properly, what is the, where is the probability 0.995. See here, this is 0.9927, 9945, yeah, 9946, 995, 9948, 49, 9951. So it is very nearer value. 0.995, 0.9951. So we can consider what is this value, 2.5, and in which you have 0.08, that is 2.58. Hope you understand. 0.995 is the probability for which for this probability, for this area we have to calculate what is the value of z alpha. The corresponding value of z is nothing but 2.58. Hope you understand which I can express in this way only, right? ఎంతకంటే క్లియర్గా నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేయలేను, రైట్? చూడండి, 0.995 కరస్పాండింగ్ ప్రాబబిలిటీ, corresponding to this probability, the value of z is 2.58, right? So therefore this 2.58 is going to be observed, is going to be calculated for this z alpha from this the tables of the standard-normal tables, from the tables of standard-normal distribution. Z alpha is nothing but 2.58. Now I come back again for this equation, okay, and I consider again now probability of minus z alpha is minus 2.58 is less than z is less than 2.58 is equivalent to be 0.99. This is the way you consider the confidence intervals to calculate the 99% confidence intervals for the population mean of the normal population, etc., etc. So we can calculate, right? For whatever it is, for normal distribution, for 99% confidence intervals are going to be calculated by using this equation. So this value z alpha, for this z alpha value, critical value is going to be calculated in this fashion. Do you understand? Right? So these are the critical values for two-tailed test. The one more important topic or whatever you say, the critical values for large sample test based on the normal distribution, are obtained in this way, are going to be obtained in this way. Critical value for 5% for two-tailed test, critical value for 1% for two-tailed test based on the normal distribution. For large sample tests are going to be calculated with the help of the normal distribution, the standard normal tables, in this way, in this fashion. I hope you understand. Thank you very much.